We kick things off with Rebecca Castor. She is outside Tropicana Field in St. Petersburg, where the entire roof was ripped off. The stadium that was set to be a refuge for thousands. What's the latest, Rebecca?
Hey, Steve. Yeah, I'm going to give you a look from outside Tropicana Field here. This is some of the worst damage that we are seeing in the Tampa Bay area. You can see most of the roof blew off last night. At the height of the storm here in St. Petersburg last night, we got wind speeds over 100 miles per hour. Supposedly, the roof was built to withstand winds at over 115 miles per hour. Clearly, that was not the case. So today, clearly, the winds are gone, but the threat from Milton, it's not over yet. Milton is now heading out over the Atlantic after making a direct hit on Florida, leaving behind significant damage. At the height of the storm, more than 3 million customers were without power, and crews are working hard to get the lights back on. But the major concern at the moment is flooding, with multiple water rescues continuing in low-lying areas.
She's been rescued. We just did this a couple years ago, so we're kind of used to it. But I was worried about her because she has early dementia.
Winds over 100 miles an hour were reported here in St. Petersburg. The storm was so powerful, it even ripped the roof off Tropicana Field, home of the Tampa Bay Rays. And further downtown, a construction crane collapsed, leaving a gaping hole in a luxury condo building.
It's a big concern. In Tampa, here just across the bay, we have 2 cranes, and we wanted to get them down, and there just wasn't enough time.
Multiple deaths have been reported so far, and the rescue mission is still underway. But local officials say the state largely avoided a worst-case scenario, thanks in part to one of the biggest evacuation efforts in Florida history.
It's really sped up the process for search and rescue for our fire department, which will allow us to get our residents back on island.
So as he said, Steve, the stadium was going to be used to house thousands of first responders that were on their way to Florida to help with the response from Milton. Fortunately, these crews, they were not inside the stadium when Milton came through here. Only a handful of folks were, but fortunately, there were no injuries to report from Tropicana Field. I'll send it back to you guys.
What a sight, Rebecca.
Yeah.
It really reminds me of Katrina, what happened to the Superdome. Wow. All right, well, our team coverage moves outside to inside.
Chief Meteorologist Nick Gregory is here now to show us the path Hurricane Milton took. And Nick, the sheer number of tornadoes that touched down too.
Well, it was amazing. You know, we had at last count from early this morning about 7 that they were saying were tornadic situations, but they're going to have to go actually out towards those damage sites and see how did the damage occur as far as the motion of the storm, and was there a swirl and the motion potentially showing the damage went in the other direction, which would indicate that there was a tornado. So we'll get more updates on those numbers as time goes along. In the meantime, there's what's left of Milton, now a post-tropical hurricane or cyclone moving off well to the southeast coast of the United States. But here's the track that it took. Again, it came inland right near the Bradenton area again, as we saw late last night, and it made a track right across central Florida, you know, south of I-4 there, going south of Kissimmee and Orlando, and then exiting on the other side by Cape Canaveral and extending out to the east. What's left of it now is 70 mile an hour, again, post-tropical cyclone that is advancing out to sea. So again, there will be no more concerns about Milton except for marine interests again, and things should be quiet in Florida over the next couple of days or so. However, again, the power outage situation is definitely significant. Again, we have still 150,000 out there in central Florida. Look at the Tampa area. We're talking almost 200,000 just there alone. And then heading up towards Orlando, again, about 76,000. Further down into southwest Florida, 110,000. So again, lots of people without power. They're doing their best to get the power restored, but it is going to take some time as, again, the recovery efforts will continue. Well, needless to say, there's been extensive damage. We've been receiving aerial footage of what's been taking place across parts of Florida. Richard Giacobas has been going through that footage. Richard, what did you find out?
Nick, some of those images coming out of Florida just devastating. The storm wreaking havoc, creating multiple scenes of destruction. We want to show you some of the video from around the Sunshine State, and we're going to begin on the East Coast in Palm Beach County. Remember, Palm Beach did not get a direct hit from Milton, but the storm did leave behind so much damage. Look at this. This is helicopter video over where a possible tornado touched down, crumbling homes and businesses into piles of plywood. And look at all the holes left in the roofs of multiple homes. The roof even collapsed on a a public supermarket in Palm Beach County. It looks like a war zone. Now we're going to go over to the West Coast, right near where Milton made landfall. This is video from Clearwater, just outside of Tampa. A number of people at this apartment complex had to be rescued as floodwaters began rising overnight. Rescue teams were out in boats helping to pull people out of the water and bring them to higher and drier ground. Now we're going over to the East Coast, back there to the city of Stewart. A possible tornado leaving this mobile home park almost unrecognizable. Hurricane Milton has moved off the coast of Florida, but not before leaving behind the path of destruction. You could see the siding and insulation ripped from the walls, which completely collapsed. No word if the homeowners were inside while that storm passed through. And then to Central Florida, in Orlando, this video from the DeLand Sheriff's Department. And how scary is this? A tree falls just as a car passes underneath it. You could see the damage to the passenger side windshield of this Honda. The driver, we are told, is okay. That's just a little piece of the damage across the state. Video still coming in as most residents are still assessing the damage. I'm going through those now, and we'll be back in about a half hour at 5:30 to bring you more of these videos and paint the picture of what happened in Florida last night. We'll send it back to you for now, Natalia.
Yeah, it's just so wild how massive this storm is. Although it made direct impact on the West Coast, the East Coast just saw so much devastation.
One part of the state right to the other.
Yeah. All right, Richard, thank you so much. Well, we'll